Which trigonometric function is shown in the graph? Well, this is obviously a reciprocal function, so it's either a secant or a cosecant. What I like to do is I like to figure out which function it's the reciprocal of, and that makes it a lot easier. So when you do the reciprocal, these asymptotes turn into x-intercepts or zeros. And when you reciprocal that, you're dividing by 0, which is why you get an asymptote. And the local maxes and mins don't move, so that's going to be where I'm going to draw my curve. Okay, so this is the function that's the reciprocal of the graph function, basically. And so the question is this a sine or a cosine? And once you determine that, you can determine what the reciprocal function is. So this is clearly a sine function because it has a 0 at x equals 0. So it's a sine of x is the original function. So what's the reciprocal of the sine x? What's the cosecant of x? Okay, so that's one way to look at finding the trigonometric function shown in the graph. Another way to do it, if your brain works better the other way, you can just kind of memorize what the graph looks like, and then you have asymptotes 0, pi, 2 pi, and here are your local maxes and mins at pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, and so on and so forth. But I kind of like to do it this way. That really takes any of the confusion out of it, and it cuts down on the memorizing. You're just kind of going through the thought process, thinking about what the function is a reciprocal of, and that really helps solidify the type of graph that it is.